Red Heart Coco Gauff, the inspiring love and support from China that changed everything in the world of tennis. Every champion has a defining moment, an instant when the crowd's roar becomes more than sound. It becomes energy, belief, and love. For Coco Gauff, that moment came not in New York, not in Paris, but in the heart of China. The lights of Beijing and Wuhan glowed brighter when she played. The cheers of thousands, some who had never seen her in person before, rose in perfect harmony. And in that electric atmosphere, Coco didn't just win matches. She found something deeper, a connection, a love, a wave of support that transformed her forever. This is a story of how Coco Gauff journeyed through China became one of the most inspiring chapters of her young life, a story of global unity, passion, and the magic that happens when an athlete feels truly seen and loved. Arrival in the East. When Coco landed in Beijing for the Masters tournament, it was early autumn. The city was alive with color, golden trees, crisp air, and banners, celebrating the return of world-class tennis. For Coco, China wasn't just another stop on the tour. It was an adventure, a mystery, and a test of her ever-growing stardom. She had been here before as a rising star, but now she returned as a Grand Slam champion, a global icon in the face of a new tennis generation. The moment she stepped off the plane, fans were waiting with homemade signs. Go Coco Queen Gauff. We love you from China Red Heart. Coco smiled, waved, and posed for photos. She later posted on social media, "Didn't expect this much love when I landed. Here, China, you're amazing already. Let's make memories." No one knew then that she was about to make history. And something even more powerful, a bond. Beijing, where history was made. The Beijing Masters 2025 was electric. The tournament featured the world's best, but there was something magnetic about Coco Gauff that week. She played not just with skill, but with joy, rhythm, and gratitude. Each match felt like a dance. Every time she scored a winner, the crowd erupted. The chants of Coco echoed through the stadium. In return, Coco fed off that energy. Her backhand sliced sharper, her serve harder. Her footwork became almost poetic. She was smiling between points, laughing with ball kids, bowing politely to fans. Then she reached the final. The opponent was fierce, a top 5 player with years of experience. But Coco, powered by the love of thousands of Chinese fans, played the match of her life. When match point came, Coco served an ace pure perfection. The crowd leapt to its feet, the cheers shaking the arena. She dropped her racket, covered her face, and let the emotion pour out. Coco Gauff had just become the youngest Masters champion ever in Beijing. Tears of joy, applause. That felt endless, a historic moment, frozen in time. In her victory speech, she looked out over the packed stands and said softly, "You made me feel at home. I'll never forget this love." Yes, China. It wasn't just victory. It was a love story between a champion and her crowd. The road to Wuhan. The energy continues. After Beijing, Coco could have rested, but her heart told her otherwise. The Wuhan Open was calling. A tournament rich with passion, history, and emotion. When she arrived, thousands of fans greet her again, waving flags and wearing Team Coco shirts. One young girl, barely 10 years old, held a sign that read, "I started playing tennis because of you, Coco." Walked over, hugged her, and said, "Then never stop playing." Okay, that moment went viral across Chinese social media. Hashtags like hashtag Coco inspires China and Hashtag golf-loving Wuhan began trending. The love wasn't one-sided. Coco often posted heartfelt messages during her stay. China, you've given me so much energy. These past weeks, you made me believe in magic again. And in Wuhan, that magic only grew. The battle with Pigula and the roar of Wuhan, the Wuhan Open Final, was a blockbuster. Coco Gauff versus Jessica Pegula, her close friend, doubles partner, and fellow American. It wasn't just a match, it was art, too. Friends turned rivals, giving their all. On opposite sides of the net, the rallies were long, the points intense. The crowd gasped at every forehand. Winner, every daring lob, and when Coco broke Pegula's serve to lead 5-2. 3 in the second set, the energy in the stadium exploded. Coco, Coco, Coco. The chant rose again, echoing like thunder with a final fearless forehand. Coco sealed the victory. 6-4, 6-2, 3. She collapsed to her knees, overcome with emotion. The crowd rose in, a wave of applause and tears. Ball kids clapped. Cameramen smiled. Even Pegula, despite defeat, hugged her tightly and whispered, "You deserve this." Coco had done again back-to-back Masters titles in Beijing and Wuhan, a record-breaking feat, but beyond the numbers. It was a love from China that truly defined her. Victory after receiving her $596,000 prize. She held the trophy high, smiling through tears. "This isn't just my trophy," she said. "It belongs to everyone in China who believed in me. You gave me the strength to win." The crowd roared, waving flags and banners that read, "China loves Coco." That night, under the glowing Wuhan sky, Coco Gauff became more than champion. She became a symbol of connection, the heart of connection. Coco stayed in China longer than most players. She visited local schools, met young athletes, and even tried traditional Chinese tea ceremonies. Every place she went, people greeted her not as a celebrity, but as family. At one event, a young fan asked her, "Coco, what makes you so strong?" She smiled and replied, "Love. The love I feel from people like you. That's my power." The simplicity of her answer melted hearts. Chinese fans began calling her Queen of Hearts, a nickname that spread rapidly online. Even Chinese celebrities tweeted their admiration for her humility and grace. Beyond the court, the impact of love. What happened in China didn't stay in China. Coco's connection with her fans inspired millions around the world. Sports networks ran specials titled Golf. In China, a bond beyond borders. Global brand began highlighting her story as an example of how empathy and sport can unite cultures. Coco herself felt the transformation. She spoke openly about how the experience changed her. Winning titles is amazing, but feeling that kind of love, it reminds you why you play. It's not just about points. It's about people. Her perspective shifted. Tennis became not only her passion, but her platform to spread hope, unity, and love. The new global star. When Coco returned home, she carried more than trophies. She carried stories of fans who waited hours to see her, of children who started playing tennis because of her, of strangers who made her feel a home halfway across the world. And the world took notice. Rose epilogue, a love that changed everything. Coco once said, "Every time I step on court, I carry all the love I receive with me." In China, that love found in the form of roaring crowds, heartfelt letters, and smiling faces. It became her strength, her peace, her joy. She came as a champion. She left as family. And somewhere in Beijing or Wuhan, a young girl grips her tennis racket tighter, dreaming of following Coco's footsteps. Because one person's love inspired her to believe. From Florida to Beijing, from dreams of destiny, Coco Gauff's journey is proof that love truly knows no borders. Red heart, globe, showing Asia, Australia. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share.